Bani. I had Prana Studios in India, and this is our production together with my colleagues Arnab and Nish. And the name of the production is called Circle of Fire. It's a sequel to a very critically acclaimed and successful film called Arjun, which played at Annecy last year in the competition. And this is our sequel, and it's going to be really good looking. It's got a great story, and I'll let Arnab speak about that. But something that we are very proud of as a team together and looking forward to. And we'll see next year again with the WIP section and some more footage from the movie. Fantastic. And is there a hopeful debut date? Do you have something in mind? Yeah, we do have. Yeah, it's September 16th. Why September 16th?
Just feel lucky.
Yeah.
Now we're giving 18 months for production. So full-on production will be 18 months, and the rest of it is development time. So based on our experience on the last film, that's how long it's going to take.
So could you tell me what your why you're involved in this film? How did this happen?
And I've been an animator all my life. So when I did the last film, it was sort of a dream project. And once we finished that, I guess we just got to keep going.
And you've worked, you all work in India in the industry. So what have you done in the past?
I founded a studio called Crayon Pictures in the past, and we produced there a film called Delhi Safari, which has been a pretty successful film, and we've been showcasing it in different parts of the world. And I started a company on my own called Bioscope Wala Pictures, and I'm so proud and happy to be together with these two lovely people. And they are the stalwarts of the industry, and I feel really privileged to work with both of them. And I think together as a team, we bring in the best of different parts that make a film work in the marketplace, and creatively and technically. So we got great creative and technical contribution from him. He is the great writer and a director of the film, and I'm looking after the marketing and distribution, and we think that we'll make a film that India is, not only us, but India is going to be really proud of.
That's really fantastic.
And I think as a film, Arjun, what we liked about it's got a unique style. Something that will stand out no matter where you put the film, and it's very unique. It's quite indie, and it's different from the Disney and Pixar movies that you see, and it represents the style, it represents the country, and Arnab is a great storyteller, and that's what we like about the film, and that brings us to the film, and we're really looking forward to take Arjun a little further, in terms of the visual storytelling, and make it really grand.
Fantastic. And what attracted you to this story?
Well, these are stories we've really grown up with, but for whatever reason, circumstances, these stories have never been really told as from the heart, because these are stories about warriors and like martial arts epics, and we've just somehow never told them in our country, and I thought it's a good time to do that, and been pretty successful. In the process, just to elaborate on what Anish was saying, hoping to establish a kind of Indian anime signature. Like the Japanese have anime and the West has sort of comedy animation. There's a chance for India to establish an Indian. And the one common thread of comments that came back was, this film does not feel Japanese, it doesn't feel like a US film, it's uniquely Indian. And its quality is just as good as anything coming out from anywhere else. So that gives us hope, saying, look, we can establish a signature of our own. So just like anime is a buzzword now and everyone knows what it means, I don't know what the term might be, but Indian animation should get terminology of its own.
Can you mention a little bit, just talk about how the industry is these days, and where you see it going, the the health of the industry. And we're at Annecy, so let's talk industry just for a moment and just see what your take is on all this.
I think personally, and I think I can probably, if I'm speaking for all three of us, we are all very bullish about the industry, otherwise we wouldn't be getting into producing a feature. And I think that India is slowly getting mature to a place where we really believe that we can all venture into producing IPs rather than just working for somebody else. It's great that we have been outsourcing with the world, and there's a lot of stuff we have learned from them. We have become who we are today. The capabilities that we have is thanks to all the outsourcing work that we have done. But we realize that we don't have to only work for someone. We need to even work for ourselves, and I think there are quite a few studios I think in India who are actually looking at, if you look at Annecy, the Indian pavilion here, you will see lots of IPs being developed by India. We are also looking at developing a lot of TV series, which we have got writers from LA, some writers from India with whom we are working to produce TV series, features, and I'm extremely bullish and very positive, and I think it's just a sleeping giant waiting to wake up. So
that's fantastic. And I hear one more thing, since I'm from Canada, that we've got some Canadian treaty, India almost signed but not quite delivered, right?
Yeah.
So what's the story on that?
Yeah, the Canadian treaty has been signed, but it's not completely delivered. I think they have to iron out some ifs and buts into the contract, how the credits would work and how the different parts of the people would contribute to the actually accounting of the project. I think that is something that is being worked out while we speak, and we are hoping. This has been going on for the last 8 to 10 years. So we are glad at least it got signed, and I was at the ceremony when it got signed, and we are really happy. And I think Canada is a great country. It has tremendous amount of animation work that is being done. There's a lot of great talent, and I think we would have a tremendous synergistic collaboration, I guess. Yeah.
I agree, and I can't wait for this treaty to be signed so we can have another interview about the first Indian-Canadian co-production.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, everyone.
We have a very famous Canadian animator who's actually Indian, Ishu Patel.
Oh yes, oh yes.
From my college, and he's been working on the National Film Board for years.